Welcome, dear learners. Welcome to the lecture series on investment management. Dear learners, in the last session, we have discussed a question on three growth rates. So, today, this lecture is an extension to the same model where we have three growth rates in the problem. I thought of bringing this question so that you have good exercise in doing or practicing the problems with three growth rates. So let us quickly go through the question first. Van Products currently pays a dividend of rupees 2 per share. So the current dividend, so that is the D0 is here, D0 is 2 rupees. Then and this dividend is expected to grow at 15% for 3 years. So we have the first growth rate, that is 15%, and this dividend, this growth rate will sustain for 3 years, and after for 3 years, then at the rate of 12% for the next 3 years. So then we have the second growth rate 12% for 3 years. Afterwards, it is expected to grow at 5% rate forever. So the third growth rate is 5%, that is for forever. And we have been given the KE. This is to look into the table values. So let us proceed to solve the problem. As I said, it is similar to the problem how we solve the two growth rate model, but only the difference is we have three growth rates here. So here the first step only differs when we have three growth rates. So here G1 is for 3 years, G2 is for 3 years. So the combinedly we have 6 years. So the first step is calculation of dividend stream. So we should calculate the dividend stream for 6 years. But for the first 3 years the dividends will grow at 15%. And for the next 3 years the dividends will grow at 12%. So you should be careful with these things. So that is the reason. So first 3 years I took a 15% growth rate, and the next 3 years I took the 12% growth rate, and I have calculated the dividend stream. Now once this is done, let us move to the second step. Now step number 2 is calculation of present value of dividend stream. So I need to calculate the present value of dividend stream. So my dividend stream is for 6 years. So I have calculated the present value. So this present value interest factor, as you know, we took from A3 table values. For your reference, this is given in the a link of A3 table values is given in the description box. Please go through the link, click on the link to view the table values. So this I have assumed this as A, this as B, and this is C is equals to A into B. So I got this total. Then the step number 3 is calculation of value of equity share at the end of 6th year by assuming constant growth model. So this is the formula I have used. So D6 is the dividend of 6th year, 4.27. I have substituted, but be careful. So at the end of 6th year, so for the first 3 years the dividends were growing at some rate, and the other 6 year the dividends were growing at some rate, but from the 6th year onwards the dividends grow at 5%. So you need to use the third growth rate here, that is 5%. So this is how you should be careful. Now next I have found, so P6 is 112. Step number 4 is calculation of PV of present value of P6. So the present value of P6, that is how we calculate is P6 value into the present value interest factors. So for 6 years at the 9%, you need to look into A3 table. So at 9% in the 6th year, so it is 0.596. So I have calculated PV of P6. Then the last step is the calculation of value of equity share, where we add up both present value of dividend stream and present value of P6. So here It is 14 plus 67 is equals to 81, that is the value of equity share. So this is what is another problem we have solved in today's session on 3 growth rates in a question. So that's all. We'll end up with this multiple growth rate model with this session. We'll take up another model in the next session. Till then, good day, goodbye.